What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Engineers Without Filters podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Thompson. Before I say what Joseph and I are drinking today, it's a little bit of backstory, alright? So yesterday, we're watching YouTube, as we do.
I feel like we should just... Never mind. I was going to say, like...
I guess I want this tiny backstory.
You hit them with the reveal without telling them there's a reveal.
I mean, it's not that good a payoff, but it kind of is. We're watching YouTube, and they were doing a ranking of this type of beverage, of all these different flavors of this beverage. And I was like, yo, Joseph, I haven't had one of these in a long time. You're like, I haven't either. I'm like, you know what I say? I say, no laws when you're drinking claws, baby.
Hey.
Got that raspberry white claw. Let's go.
I'm on that
You're giving me
white...
shit for drinking a cider and you're drinking a fucking white claw?
Wait, yeah,
unacceptable.
Weren't we gonna drink
Unacceptable.
cocktails? I thought we were gonna drink cocktails this.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to do mixed drinks this week.
I totally forgot about that. We need to, like,
Fuck.
text about that beforehand so we can get the mixers and
Well,
stuff.
I mean, okay, I have vodka and I have LaCroix, and I think I'm set.
That does not count.
It's a mixed drink.
That's essentially what White Claws are, is just liquor and LaCroix.
Okay,
I
was drinking that before White Claws were even a thing.
I can confirm.
That's right.
I'm so
Being
old, I
his
drank
roommate.
before White Claws existed.
Okay, boomer.
Okay. Damn.
You just got.
Back in my day, we pulled ourselves up by our bootstraps and mixed our own damn White Claws.
Yeah,
And I'm
Joseph's
Joseph the
one.
Grand Champ, and I'm drinking lime White Claw. Natural lime White Claw. None of that bullshit fake lime shit.
I'm Gabe, and I'm drinking the classic Keweenaw Brewing Company Point Trail Ale. It was on sale at Econo for $7 for a 6-pack. So
That is really good.
it's a
That's a
dollar
good
a
deal.
can, and it's 7%. That's a fucking great deal.
That is
I gotta say, though, I'm a little surprised you're not drinking cider tonight, cider boy.
You're drinking White Claws.
Yeah,
That's so much worse.
No, it's not. Have you had White Claw? It's way better than cider.
I have. Actually, the only time I had it, was playing that, it was Flip Cup. We were using that as the drink for Flip Cup. And it was so carbonated, it was a fucking mess.
I like White Claws. I'll admit it.
They're pretty
solid.
decent. I'm
They're
not
good.
gonna
They
lie.
should have
And they're
honestly
not
made
that
a-
many calories too. So
Dude, they
Yeah,
should have made
like-
a pumpkin spice White Claw.
Dude,
I'd
white
have
girls
drank it.
everywhere would have exploded.
I
A
would've-
cold pumpkin spice
Oh yeah.
drink.
Oh yeah, dude.
Alright.
they do that
I'll
with
defer to
frozen coffee.
There's
and stuff.
pumpkin spice beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had
Pumpkin
it.
beer, pumpkin spice Baileys.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
list goes on.
All right,
Wow.
and I am Dayton, and I am drinking Sweet Baby Jesus. It is a
The man, the myth, the legend.
yeah, dude. It's a chocolate peanut butter porter.
Oh,
So
I'm surprised you were going for that, date.
is it
it was
good?
because I was incredibly cold when I was buying beer the last time, and I was like, damn, I don't want to be drinking like a cold IPA right now. So I just got something I felt would warm me the fuck up, and
Nice, nice.
this
porter.
definitely does. It's a pretty
it
good
tasty?
label. It's very okay.
Okay.
Very okay.
That's some shit I would drink.
hmm
I'm not a porter guy, but you know, every now
Porter.
and then it's nice to have.
Yeah, you're a cider guy. I love how we like didn't make a huge deal
Got
about that
him.
last episode, and then I was talking to Joseph, I'm like, dude, what should the fucking like title of the podcast be
I know.
this week?
I
I'm like,
saw that and I was like, "Fuck you, Joseph."
and then I'm like,
I-
no, it was my idea. I was like, wait a second.
I wrote
Halloween
notes
Town 5.
for the I can't even think of what it's called, the Photoshop, and that's the first thing I wrote was Cider Boy,
Cider boy.
followed by Halloween and Dayton Horse Mask.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, my thumbnail
well-
was really easy. I just took a photo of us at a Halloween party, and then put a pumpkin on it.
Hey, it was a good thumbnail. And then you and Joseph will swap.
It'll probably
Next
still
time.
have 0 views, but you know.
Hey, you know what? Every little bit helps.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 44. Again, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at EWF Podcast. You can find new episodes every Monday on Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud.
No,
We will
you
start
can't
off.
find it on SoundCloud.
Shit. Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. The old rigmarole is like still in my brain.
The what?
The old rigmarole.
Rigmarole?
You know,
Yeah, you know, like
it's
it's
Rigmarole.
yeah, rigmarole.
I'm pretty sure if you look it up, there's not like an extra syllable.
There's
in there.
Wait,
definitely
is,
an A
is
in
that
there.
like is that like ligma?
What's ligma?
Yeah, if you Google it, it's not rigmarole. It's just rigmarole.
Well, it's pronounced rigmarole.
Are you sure that's not just like a Midwestern thing?
Oh, it definitely is.
Like, I
It sounds
feel
a lot
like
like
definitely.
Sug on D's, to be honest. No one's
Dude.
biting.
That sounds
not
like
biting on that
something.
one.
That sounds like something Joe would say.
I'm not saying anything.
So
I
let's
didn't
go into
say
our
that.
BuzzFeed quiz for the week. Joseph found this one, and it's called "Go on a Date, and we'll tell you why boomers hate you." I'm very excited for this one. So, are we gonna assume this is like a first date situation?
I would say.
Yeah,
It's like you're trying to
I
get to
feel
know
like
the person.
that's a safe bet.
Okay. All right, Joseph, you wanna head us to the first question?
All right. So, first question: where would you go on your date? We have A, the arcade, B, a concert, C, the library, 4, the fair.
I hate you.
5, fast food.
End with F. End with fucking F.
F, a thrift store.
Wait, isn't?
You
Didn't,
totally skipped
I
one.
know.
wait,
I don't know the
didn't this
fucking alphabet.
Didn't this thing arise because I said like one like 3 times in a row? Like when we
Yeah.
were reading one time.
Well, I was thinking-
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking of that, but I
Oh, okay.
sometimes when I talk, I'll do A this, to that, or whatever. Like A this reason, to this reason, or 1, B, whatever. Anyway, we got arcade, concert, library, fair, fast food place, or a thrift store. And
Okay.
know-
If you're trying to get to know the person, all these kind of suck.
I disagree. I think if you okay, so I think concert is like
Yeah.
out.
Are you gonna have a conversation at the library or concert? Fuck no.
Yeah.
The fair you can talk in between rides.
you'll
Arcade kinda
learn a
seems
lot
like-
about a person on a fair. You'll learn if they like the scrambler or not, and whether they can handle.
They call it the scrambler because it scrambles you.
We get it, Frank. That's from a comedy special. Really good one.
Mike Birbiglia. Anyway, you can talk at fast food, you can talk at thrift store, and you can talk at fair and arcade.
I'm leaning fair or thrift store because those are gonna be the most interesting. And like in a thrift store, you can just find dumb shit, and at a fair, you can just people watch all the carnies, and have a great time with that.
I'm surprised that you don't have to pay to watch carnies. Like, that's just, like, it's just a fucking circus right when you walk in.
The clown's already there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Alright,
gonna
I'm
go
gonna-
with arcade because it doesn't
Fuck you,
specify if
Gabe.
there's alcohol or not.
Fuck
So-
you. I was gonna go with arcade.
It's
too.
a barcade in my mind.
I'm also going arcade.
I'm going
because-
fair.
Like, yeah, can't talk at a concert library. Fair, I get motion sick. I'm not doing fucking rides. Fast food is just like,
Why?
and then fast food is just like cheap, and it's just like I don't know. And then thrift store, I feel like I'd be pressured to buy something, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but you spend what, $3? That's less than what it takes to get.
But
in.
also, like, how much time can you spend at a thrift store? I feel like there's a limited amount of time you could have fun in there.
Yeah,
You know,
unless
or is it
you're
like an
multiple
arcade?
thrift
You could be there for
stores.
a while.
Also, you have to spend money at an arcade. You got to buy the tokens.
Yeah, but it's different because like it's a consumable. Whereas a thrift store, I have to bring that, I have to carry that shit around the rest of the day. Get out
That
of
is
here.
true. All right. What will you eat? What will you and your date eat? A poke bowl, poke bowl, poke bowl.
Poke bowl.
Poke.
I've-
I don't know what poke is. Does anyone know what that is? That can
I
describe
think
it?
it's like a
It's an Asian food with like fish, like raw fish and stuff, isn't it?
yeah. It's like a. You can sometimes get them at like fast food restaurants, kind of. It'd be like a noodles and company kind of situation, you know.
Mm.
But it's just kind of like an Asian style bowl.
Okay, so what you're saying is that if we picked fast food restaurant, we wouldn't find it, or we would find it.
A poke bowl?
Yeah.
Probably
feel
not.
like-
It's more like fast casual, I would say.
Casual, as some people say. Burgers and fries, fine dining, exclamation mark. Tacos, or just some ice cream, or I'm not getting food. Also, these pictures I would say are all classified kind of under fine dining. They're really, it's not
They're-
like
They're
the
fancy.
tacos are like some tacos that
Gutter
like homemade
trash.
bullshit.
Yeah, you're not looking at a
Taco Bell.
McDouble either. It's a fucking.
Yeah, like these are some like nice
Actually,
food.
that's a chicken sandwich. That's not a burger. Isn't that chicken?
You are right. It's
Yeah,
definitely
it
chicken.
definitely is. Even though like the caption for the picture is hamburger
Hamburger.
by French fries on board.
Come on. What is
Come on,
this?
BuzzFeed.
What is this
Get your shit
quality?
together. I'm going ice cream. In my ideal scenario, we're going to the arcade in the evening and then doing dessert a little later, so just do an ice cream.
Well, see if I'm at a fair. None of that's really fair food.
Fine dining, dude.
And it's not like I can just not eat the deep fried garbage that
you can get-
fairs. I guess
You can get
a
ice
burger.
cream and tacos there.
You can get tacos, you can get a burger, I feel like, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Or you
I
can just go somewhere else after the fair.
that's true. I think tacos. Tacos are safe bet.
Yeah, tacos are just calling my name right now. They just sound good, and I don't want a chicken sandwich. I'd rather have a fucking actual burger.
I'm torn between either ice cream or just no food. And
Well,
When you say ice cream, do you mean like vegan ice
Sorbet.
cream?
uh-huh.
Sorbet.
You know what? Fuck it. No food. No food.
He's not taking that chance.
Well, actually, no. Hold up. I'm going ice. No. Okay. I'm
You already
gonna go.
clicked. You already clicked.
I don't fucking care, Gabe. I can.
You can
I am-
change your answer.
I know when I'm wrong, and I'm going with tacos, and that's because I need to be able to hear if my date chews loudly. Because if they chew
Yep.
loudly,
Mm.
they're out of here immediately.
That is true.
That's a good strat, Dayton. That's a good screening strat.
That is fair.
All right, Joseph, I'll take this next one because I can name movies and stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
I
I,
know
already
but
know
I
my
got-
answer to this one.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Clearly
which
bottom left.
which celebrity does your date resemble? Okay, so we got 3 girls, 3 guys. We got Margot Robbie, as seen in
Wolf of Wall
Suicide
Street.
Squad, Wolf of Wall Street, Focus with Will
Dude,
Smith. Remember that movie?
All I'm saying
She's
is
in a
you
lot of
see
stuff.
you see all of her in Wolf of Wall Street. You don't see
She
all
was
of her.
in
Alright.
that live action Tarzan movie too.
Was she
Oh yeah, I
actually?
forgot. She plays
Yeah,
Jane in that
yeah,
one.
she plays Jane.
Oh really?
She's been doing a lot of stuff recently. So we got Margot Robbie, we got Zendaya, from Euphoria, Spider-Man, The Greatest Showman.
I
who
only
doesn't
know
love
her from
Zendaya?
Spider-Man. I didn't know she did anything else.
We got Gemma Chan. You might know her from Crazy Rich Asians. Spoiler alert: she played the friend whose husband cheats on her. She was also in Captain Marvel. She was on the squad on the beginning. She was a sniper girl.
Yeah.
And then we got Keanu Reeves, needs no explanation. Chadwick Boseman, aka Black Panther. He's also going to be in the movie 21 Bridges coming up, directed by the Russo brothers, I'm pretty sure.
It's challenge
then-
day. Baku.
We got Timothy Chalamet, who is in Lady Bird, Call Me by Your Name. He's also going to be in the Dune remake, playing Paul.
Oh.
So that's-
Oh,
that's-
he's Paul.
Yeah.
Huh. I could see it,
All right, so Gabe, I assume you're going Margot Robbie.
dude. Wolf of Wall Street. Enough said. She's fucking hot. All right.
Jesus.
And she spawned a whole fucking set of slutty Halloween costumes as Harley Quinn. So I mean,
Yeah, Harley Quinn got insane that year.
she
after
got.
Suicide
I
Squad
mean,
came
she's
out.
still popular. I mean, you still see him. So it's a no-brainer for me. She's the hottest one on the list.
I'm torn between.
What's that face, Joseph?
He's like
I'm
biting his
torn.
lip. He's like,
I know who you're between. You're between Margot Robbie and Zendaya.
What
I'm
if I
between
told you
Zendaya
only?
and Keanu Reeves, honestly.
I'm thinking Keanu Reeves or Margot. Like, look at that man.
He has a girlfriend now. I saw it on
Yeah,
Twitter.
I saw that.
Or Chadwick Boseman. My God, he is a
Dude,
Chadwick's
Chadwick's a
dude.
nice-looking dude.
You've seen him in Black Panther, chiseled.
I'm gonna go Zendaya. She's awesome.
I'm probably gonna go Margot though.
Alright, I'm gonna go with Zendaya.
She is pretty cute.
All right. Next question. Ooh, nice pick. What vibe are they giving off? So we have calls you bro even after marriage, nerdy and cute, rebel, Crunchy Nature Granola,
What?
Old Soul, or Jock Prep.
What kind of
Dude,
vibe is crunchy nature granola?
I think that means they chew loudly.
No.
It means they're like a.
What does that actually mean?
Ultralight camping, eats
Yeah.
pine.
Like an
Vegans.
outdoorsy type of a person?
I think yeah.
Yeah, like a Dayton kind of person.
Mm.
Except chews loudly. That's the
Fuck
main
you,
difference.
Joseph.
That ruined his answer.
I'm torn on this one.
Well, I know my answer, but I'll wait.
I think I know your answer too, Gabe.
What do you think it is?
Probably the same one mine is.
Well, I was gonna go with nerdy and cute.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's just
obviously.
it's my type.
I'm torn between three. Calls you bro after marriage, nerdy and cute, and old soul.
Bro is pretty funny.
Dude, I don't know.
That's-
I guess I'm like, if anyone says they're an old soul, it's just like a huge red flag to me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
It
okay,
is
if somebody
kinda
calls
cringy.
himself an old soul, like definitely. But if it's like how someone describes them, then I think that's not as bad.
When I think old
It's
soul,
like-
I just think
yeah.
hippie. To be honest.
No, dude,
Yeah,
when I
what-
think old soul, I think like fucking grandma. Like, like boring as shit. Like,
Yeah.
See, when I think old soul, I think like very like patient, I guess. Like slow to talk and like I don't know.
Calculating.
Calculating and like wise,
Mm,
you know.
that's not
that's
what I
not
think.
that's not at all what I think of when I think of old soul. I think Jacob's just going after some boomers.
Yeah.
Dude, this quiz like ends like JK boomers love you. Like, oh, I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. The ad changed, but for a while the ad on my page was for what percent boomer are you? And I really wanted to take that quiz next. But it's
Dude, it's
gone now.
BuzzFeed's
2019.
really killing this boomer
Dude, it's
meme.
2019.
You
Why
don't
do you
have
have
ad block?
ads? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what
I'd
uBlock origin is?
It's on incognito. I
Oh.
don't know, for whatever
You don't want it to
Dude.
be on your history. I respect
No.
that.
I'm going with crunchy nature granola.
I knew it.
Loud chewer.
I'm surprised Joseph didn't ruin that for you.
I'm gonna take a risk on old soul. I might get burned, but you know, we'll give it a shot.
All right.
And then, how does the date end? They give you their Snapchat. They walk you to the door. A kiss. A second date already scheduled. You know, winky face. And marriage.
They mean sex.
Yeah, that's what they mean.
Oh, really?
I really thought that was just, I don't know, going for a walk, you know.
You were wrong. It means sex, Gabe.
Okay, how the
The sex.
first question, how would you not have any form of communication with them before the date? Like, you would have their Snapchat,
There's
their phone number
other
already.
ways to communicate with people.
Well, I know,
other
but
than
like, what's the
Snapchat.
fucking difference
Also, there's
between
some
going from a
there's some
phone to a
implicit
Snapchat?
like innuendo implied with a Snapchat. I feel like. You
You
know what
think
I mean?
Snapchat's like more forward than a phone number? Because
Well, because like it's like, oh, I can send you pics or whatever, and like all that.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I
To
feel
me,
like- I
asking
feel
for
like
someone's
most
phone
people-
number is more forward and like more of like a serious thing than a Snapchat.
Yeah, most people view giving like your phone number as like more
Personable.
Yeah.
Because it's like actually tied.
No, I don't. Yeah,
more
I don't
or less
disagree
tied
with
to
that.
you.
I'm just saying what BuzzFeed's trying to imply is they're going
Right.
to send you nudes, like if they give you their Snapchat.
I'm just saying with Snapchat, you don't need to have a conversation. You can just send a blank photo and then send.
I know. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to tell you what BuzzFeed is trying to say.
What you think BuzzFeed is trying to say.
That's true, Joseph.
Right. That's
What I
just
think.
your perspective. Maybe there's a whole nother ulterior motive we don't
Oh
even
my
know
fucking.
about.
All right, I'm going with second date already scheduled.
I'm
That's
going
a
with that one
successful
too
first
because
date.
that's the safest one without me seeming like a loser. So
Wait, which one did you pick, Joseph?
it's the same one.
Trying to hide the truth.
Oh my god. Just because it's a public platform doesn't mean you have to censor what you say.
Oh,
Well, you should just click on you know, because that was a you know face.
No, it wasn't. It was not at all.
Your face is so fucking red I can see
No,
it over the
wait.
webcam.
no wait. I think Joseph's answer needs to be just complete ghosted.
Yeah, there's no ghosting or leaves halfway through.
Oh, that's so sad. That's not what I meant. I'm gonna go with.
You
a
have too
kiss.
much faith in me, Gabe.
I do. I'm
gonna
gonna go with
with-
the kiss.
All right, I'm going to the second date already scheduled.
All right, this is the first time BuzzFeed's been right
Fuck.
for me. This is the
Mine's
first
right
time.
too, dude.
Wait, mine didn't give
Is it
me an
the-
answer. Oh, I forgot to hit nerdy
Did you
and
forget
cute.
to answer?
Whoops.
What
Scrub.
boomers hate about me is that I care about climate change. You're damn right I do, boomers. Get the fuck out of here.
I told one of them, "Okay, boomer."
Wait, really? That's what you
Yeah,
got?
yeah.
Mine said
Did
I
you-
use modern convenience. Society may have evolved, but back in my day, we used real paper maps. None of this Google Maps stuff. If you ever got lost in the woods, good luck finding your way out.
I think
What'd you
that
get, Dave?
most boomers would have trouble getting out of the woods too, though. They'd probably
Yeah.
fucking break a hip.
Well, they came in. They don't even know how to use fucking phones. They act like, oh, you got it so easy, but they don't even know how to fucking use them. Fuck you.
I
A
mean,
little pent up aggression there, eh, Gabe?
I got the same as Jacob. You care about climate change, and that's true. That's very true.
Dude, I think it was right for all four of us.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh,
like,
I
Gabe had
definitely
the
use-
technology
yeah.
one.
There's
I'd
been a
definitely
lot of
say
times-
some snarky shit.
There's been
Yeah,
a
Joseph
lot of
says
times
snarky
at
shit all the
work where
time.
I've had this happen, where like older people will like make snarky comments at me, but then ask me how to use their computer, and it's just logging into their bank. It's like, fuck you.
See, Joseph,
No,
do you miss trying to tell me snarky comments and then me just like reversing them right back on you?
A little bit.
I'm like the anti-boomer.
I'm gonna give BuzzFeed, mini applause for this one. They
Yeah.
did it. They actually got all four of us right for once.
this quiz deserves a perfect 5 out of 7.
I would have to agree.
Well, can any user make a quiz, or is it only BuzzFeed that can do it?
I think any user can make a
I feel like you
quiz.
Because I think
Yeah.
you can make your own.
Yeah, you could make your own quizzes.
Dude, we should make our own.
That'd be a fun episode.
Like, which STEM major are you?
Oh,
That'd be fucking
All
cool.
each of us could make a quiz.
And then
then,
we take
like,
each
do
other's
it week by
quizzes.
week. That
Yeah.
could be fun.
No, like one episode, and we
Yeah,
all
yeah.
make one.
That could be fun.
I'll write that down. We can maybe workshop that and work it in.
Workshop.
I'll throw that on the back burner for now and see if we can work it
I
out.
already have a good idea for one.
Mine's gonna be, what STEM major are you?
I wonder if this one was more accurate because it had 6 options as opposed to the usual 4.
Hmm.
Or it was just a
Yeah.
better user.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think like any of those could fit any of us as also.
Yeah, but the ones that were picked for each of us, I think, fit us the most out of those options.
Yeah.
You know?
Because remember
Well-
that one time where it told me I was short?
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah. Well, you picked nerdy and cute, didn't you, Joseph?
Yeah.
And you got which one?
You told one of them, "Okay, boomer."
Oh, okay.
which is some shit you would definitely do. I feel like.
Dude,
I feel like
said
that's
that-
just the default when it like you gave too many confusing answers. It just like spits
Probably.
out that one.
Dude, I said
Right.
that to my coworker today, and he's like 26.
How'd that go down?
Oh, he laughed.
Speaking of wanting to say "Okay, boomer" today, I'm gonna roll into our first topic, which is mostly just like, how was your guys' day? And I'm asking you because I want to talk about myself in that.
Well, I'm glad that you don't hide it at all.
No, I mean that's what's happening. I just have a couple anecdotes from today I wanted to share. So, long story short, I'm interning at a consulting agency that does consulting for companies to help them.
Wait,
Get healthcare.
how new is this?
This is what the same thing I've been doing since I got to Minnesota.
How did I not know this?
Because originally I was just like deleting emails, and I've actually gotten to like
Okay.
actually do actual work now. But
Okay.
basically, I'm just helping. I'm interning at this essentially, and I was helping them manage their clients. And
Okay.
anyway, today we had to go to a health fair down in northern Minnesota, so I get up at 5 a.m. and drive down there. Not the point of what I'm trying to say. So we get there, and a health fair, if those who don't know, is essentially like career fair, except for people who work at a big company, and they go in, and there's all the booths are just like services that they
condoms.
may not be aware of, and a lot of free condoms and free pens and free chairs and all this bullshit and raffles,
Dental
tons of
dams.
fucking raffles.
Dental dams.
Just so they can like, see what services they have available, and also there's like open enrollment. There's also like flu shots and a blood drive today. A lot of good stuff.
Was there like any BMI calculations and like?
I didn't see any
Dayton's getting
BMI
into
calculations. It was mostly, yeah, the big things were like the blood drive, the flu shots, and then open enrollment.
Did you give blood?
I did not. I'm a baby with blood.
That's okay.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah, so it was interesting. I just worked at a table and just tried to help people out. But anecdote. So this is where I wanted to say, okay, boomer. So in the morning, I'm driving over. So the original plan, there's 3 of us who were going. My boss and then my coworker. So the plan was I was gonna meet my boss at our office and then ride together to pick up our coworker and then drive there because she was like on the way. And I get to the office, like I'm early, great. And then my boss texts me like, hey, my alarm didn't go off, so I'm gonna be a little bit late. Just go to like where our coworker is and just we'll all 3 meet there. I'm like, all right, great. And I'm like, where is that? And so she sent me the address. I'm like, perfect, on my way, because I have my phone, Google Maps it. And then she proceeds to text me the exact instructions from how to get from the office to the location. I'm like, I have a fucking smartphone. Like, I don't need this, boomer. Like, please, I'll get there. Because, like, they don't use that shit 'cause they've, lived and worked there for so long. Like,
Yeah.
there's like,
Yeah.
oh, you take, this exit to this highway. And I'm like, I'm already halfway there. Like, my phone. And then the flip side of that was when we got back, we all, met up where we parked our cars and we got in our cars. And I was like, oh, do you know how to get home? And I'm like, I have my phone. I'm fine. Like, don't worry about it. So yeah, that was just funny. But anyway, the biggest thing that happened. So I'm sitting at the table and we're like friends with these other companies. So we were just like talking. And this is the first time I met this guy. And so we were talking about how like, yeah, going to grad school and all this bullshit, blah, 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 yeah. And he goes, oh, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 22. And he goes, yeah, I have a daughter who,
Oh
I
no,
could
I don't
set
know.
you up
I
with.
like where this is going.
But she's really high maintenance, so I wouldn't put you through that.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Dude, this guy knows his daughter. All right,
Dude, you guys.
I like lost my mind.
Dude, all 3 of you know that if I end up having a daughter that is high maintenance, I'm gonna be saying that shit too. Like, I'm just gonna be like, look, like, what the fuck? Like, how did this come out of me? Like,
Dude, it was so fucking funny. Like, I mean, I laughed, but like later in the day, I would just think about that and just start chuckling because like this fucking guy's like, yeah, I could save my daughter, but she kind of sucks, so I'm just gonna pass on that one. It's like fucking yikes,
I
dude.
wonder
Holy
if my
shit.
parents say the same thing about me.
Dayton, I imagine you like being a dad, right, and having like a daughter in like high school or whatever, bringing a boy
Wait.
home.
having a daughter who's in high school.
Yes.
I thought
Not
you meant like
you being
having
in high
a
school
daughter.
having a daughter.
Yeah. Okay. Go
You're a boomer, right? And your daughter brings a boy home or whatever, and you just look at him and go, "Good luck." And you're like, and he's thinking you're threatening him. I'm like, no, she's a train wreck, my guy. Like, be careful. She's like, go off to the bathroom. Where I was like, you should just leave now. Like, just dodge this bullet.
God, yeah, it was kind of awkward because I'm like, he's like,
How do you
talk shit about
respond
your
to
daughter. I know, I just like laughed it off. It was just like,
Jacob, this is how you respond to that. You're like, ha 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 ha. So what's her number?
I'm desperate over here, okay? Jesus fuck.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was funny. We also, our booth was like right next to this. So this old lady has been like working HR for this place for forever. She's 82 years old.
Jesus.
She's like retired twice and just keeps coming back because she like doesn't have anything to do, and she's like pretty good at her job, and she's still like really smart. So we like talked to her, and she was awesome. She like was in the Navy and shit.
She's actually
And,
a
like,
boomer.
Yeah, she probably actually is a boomer. She was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just talked about like she like wanted to go to California, but she couldn't afford it, so she joined the Navy and then like went out there for training and then just stayed out there for 42 years, and then came back and like did this shit. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Like, you do you, man. and she was like giving zingers to everybody as they walked by.
Passing out zingers like they're hotcakes, you know?
Just chucking condoms at people. Cold cocking them in the face.
Oh my god.
Nice
Yeah,
pun
and it's
there,
just,
though.
it was funny. It was the only thing was like, as you guys know, like when you're like our age, I feel like. Well, the other thing too is like my boss has like known me since I was like 4 years old because he's friends with my mom, so like she's known me for a long time. So I feel like she kind of like babies me a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so like when
Like
she'll
by
like introduce me
texting
to
you
people,
directions.
you know that, and she'll just be like, "Oh yeah, this is Jacob. He's so great. He's doing that. Like he's going into nutrition and all." I'm like, I could say those things, you know, more accurately, but you know, you just because then she does this whole introduction and they're like, "Oh, nice to meet you." I'm like, "Nice to meet you." I got nothing to say to you because she has told you everything about me, so I'm just gonna sit here awkwardly and smile, and it's just like, and also like I'm the youngest person there. Everyone in this industry is like at least, you know, probably 30, if not 40 or 50, so it's just like awkward.
Dude,
But
Jacob, you
guys
should
know
have
how it
just
is.
brought a banana. And then just
Yeah.
taught people how to put on a condom.
You know, like I'm not even positive for condoms they're dating, but you're really pushing this condom agenda at this health fair.
It's because that's like my favorite thing at health fairs because it's like I just love watching people as they go up to grab them because people are so fucking awkward. It's just like there's no good way to go about it. It's like you either go up and you grab some. It's like, are you gonna grab one? Or are you gonna grab a ton?
You just dump the bowl
And then it's
into a
also
bag.
like, and it's also like, are you gonna try to be sneaky about it, or are you just gonna be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna grab condoms, or you're gonna be standing up there next to the huge fucking 5-gallon bowl of condoms, and then you might not want any, but then the worker will be like, hey, you want some condoms? Wink, wink, and it's just like. It
And you
fucking
just
kills
take
me,
the whole
dude.
bucket and walk away.
I feel like
What's like the normal amount you should take to not look weird? It would be like 2 or 3.
I feel like it'd be two
I
or
think,
three.
I think
I feel
2 or
like-
3 is normal.
If you like count them out, it's weird no matter what. Like if you just like kind of grab like
you just grab a
some-
little handful, but not
Yeah.
just one. Like if
Yeah.
just one is just like
That's
this is
a
all I
pity.
need for the next year. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
that's
that's a
like telling
pity grab.
everybody I probably won't need this, but I'm doing it
this
because
is going to expire.
yeah,
So
because people are around.
but if you take like a whole armful, it's
Then you
like,
look like a
ooh,
fuckboy.
You're kind of cocky. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're gonna be able to pull that
You're
off.
you're overcompensating there, bud.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's,
Honestly, I didn't see any condoms today. wasn't looking for them, but
Oh,
I walked
okay.
around a couple times and I didn't.
see, dude,
see
that's
anything.
that's just my favorite thing about those health fairs. Like we had one at work that I went to get a flu shot. Dude, it was just so fucking funny. Like,
dude, speaking of condoms, I was at the grocery store the other day and I like needed toothpaste. So I was in like the I can show you the receipt.
you
Anyway.
gotta pause
He's like,
there,
okay.
Joseph. You're like, I needed toothpaste.
Anyway, I happened to walk down the condom aisle, and they were
What
locked.
happened to
You had
walk
to-
down the condom aisle?
Like people were stealing them out of embarrassment type of a deal.
I don't know, but now that's like I feel so bad for like if like a high schooler like
That's
a
even
young
worse. You have
college
to
kid-
ask someone to unlock the
Yeah,
condom
I know. I
drawer.
felt so bad for these like younger people who like whatever it's their choice, but now they have to like say, "Hey, can you unlock the condom?"
Seriously,
case,
like,
please?"
why would they even lock the condoms? You'd think that they'd want to lock like other shit before condoms.
It's like they're not that expensive, and
They're
like,
not that
yeah.
expensive, and like, why the fuck does it matter if they get stolen? Like, that's just fucking.
It's
rather-
like it's not even just awkward for the person buying them. It's also the person has to unlock that shit
Yeah,
because they have to like,
Mhm.
it's the- yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, the problem is they're probably getting stolen out of shame.
Yo,
Mhm.
absolutely.
But now it's even more shameful, and they can't get the condom, so it's like a double negative.
Yeah, so I just thought that was fucking weird.
They need
So
to go
yeah,
to
how was
health
your guys'
fairs.
day?
Yeah,
Yeah, go to
they
health
just need
fairs.
to just make the rounds at health fairs and just grab grab handfuls of condoms.
Or go back to Michigan Tech, go to the diversity house, go to the basement, and get the free condoms there.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
only time I've been there was for O Week when they're like, "Hey, we have condoms, by the way." And it's like, neat.
And I remember we all in our group we all looked at them and was like, okay. And I don't think anyone grabbed them because like we're all staring at each other like who's gonna grab the condoms?
yeah,
Yeah.
who's fucking who?
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's funny.
But yeah, do you guys have any things happen in your lives recently?
Oh,
I mean,
I've
I
got
definitely
something.
do.
Gabe,
Go
do you
ahead,
want to
Gabe.
go or do you want me to go?
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I think you should keep talking over each other.
Well-
There's delay. Okay, fuck off.
All right, I guess I'll talk then. All right, so over in New Zealand, I use this app called Couch Surfing, and basically the app is just what it sounds like. Like you have hosts and you have surfers, and then you can just like stay in people's houses for free and shit. And I did that over in New Zealand as a surfer, and it was pretty good. And I was like, you know what?
Sorry, this is like Airbnb, but like way
Free.
It's
like,
free.
worse.
Free.
It's free, and the person's still there. Like, the host is in the
Yeah.
building with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So I downloaded and I was like, you know what? I've got a couch. Got a nice couch. Got a nice apartment. Live by myself.
I've got
I'll,
a couch. I've got a surfboard. They'll be all set.
dude. That's all they need. So
Throw some buckets of water of them in the middle of the night. They'll be set.
set my alarm for 3 a.m. You know, it's perfect. Yeah. So I downloaded that, and I've had 2 people. Well, I've had 3 people ask me to stay, and only one of them has stayed so far. And this guy stayed with me on Sunday night. And he is like a motorcycle like adventure rider, and he does like this motorcycle tours like all year long. Like he's an old retired dude, and
That sounds pretty
he-
sweet.
yeah, he lives up in Nova Scotia, on the Bay of
Dang.
Fundy, which is fun fact, for any oceanography nerds. That is where I think it's like the highest tides are in the entire world. Like the tides can go up like 50 or 60 feet.
Jesus.
So yeah, he was really interesting to talk to. But yeah, that was pretty interesting to have someone else, stay in my apartment for the night that I didn't know. But it's
What
So
happened
what's,
when you
like-
left in the morning for work? Did you have like a time you had to be out, or?
no, I just gave him my key.
Jesus.
So okay, I got a lot of questions. What's like the etiquette? Are you like expected to like talk to them for a while? You just like leave them alone? Do you give the Wi-Fi password? Like
It kind of depends like on like your reviews. So like your reviews will tell you like the people who surf with you, they'll review like the hosts, and then they'll give like feedback or like reviews on you. So like be like, oh, this guy likes to talk, this guy likes to hang out. Then that kind of like sets the tone for what the interaction will be like.
I don't think I
So-
could ever do that. Like, I don't know if I'd be like socially. I don't know. Like, I
It's
mean,
pretty-
props to you. I'm not saying like even like at a safety level. I'm just talking about like me going into a stranger's place and staying at their house. It just like I don't know. It would put me on high alert, and I'd be
Yeah, I don't know, it
awful
was-
socially.
It was fine. I mean, like, picked him up from the Starbucks because he tried to go in through the wrong door. So I was just like, all right, just go to the Starbucks, and then I'll just drive you into my facility, into my complex. Not my facility. That sounds really bad.
My murder
follow-
facility.
Here's the basement where you'll be spending the rest of your life.
I mean,
short
your night.
life.
Yeah.
so like is it agreed upon beforehand like how it's usually like one night? Is it ever more than one night?
You specify that through the app. So it's like you send like a message to the host, and then it's just like, this person would like to stay with you from this date to this date, and then you have an option for like yes, no, or maybe, and then like any of them I think lets you talk to them.
Okay.
So
Interesting. And then do you have any like protection? Like if some shit like goes bad, can you like I usually call the police, I suppose.
yeah, I mean, really the protection is just kind of like your common sense, and then also just looking at their reviews as well.
The reviews,
Like
yeah.
you don't want to host anyone that doesn't have any reviews.
Then
like
how do you
that's-
start the app?
Yeah, also like how do you
'Cause you
start-
That's
can-
how
you
you
can
get
get-
a job. You need to have
you can
5 years
get-
of experience.
You can get like personal reviews and stuff like that on your thing. So like this guy had like quite a few reviews of both hosting and surfing, so I was just like, pfft, yeah, like he's not gonna be any issue. So
That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
So
Do
you
you have any
weren't lonely
personal
for a
limits
little
you
bit.
like
That's
you're
nice.
setting like I'm never letting somebody stay for more than 3 days, something like that.
I don't know, cause it kind of depends because I'm gone for most of the day. Like if it were like a weekend, I'd just be like, yeah, like sure you can stay the entire weekend. I don't give a shit, but just know that you're not gonna be able to get in if I'm not here, sort of deal. But yeah, I mean, I would be okay with people staying multiple days, but they just have to be on the same wavelength as me.
Fascinating.
But yeah, that's the most exciting thing that I've done recently.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm. And he's an author. He wrote a book about a submarine, a German submarine it was historical fiction. I might actually buy the book too. I'll see if it's
Maybe that's his plan. He goes a couch at a time to sell a book.
Free marketing.
Gabe, what do you got?
Well, now I was just gonna complain about something. I don't even know if I want to say it anymore.
You don't have to. It's just like.
I mean, I'll make it real short. It's just.
Up.
Yeah, it's not gonna be nearly as interesting or upbeat as that. I mean, I've been talking to you guys a decent amount about it, but like 2 weeks ago, I told you guys that I had 2 episodes ago. I told you guys that I had a job offer, and I counter-offered for 2,000 more, and it's been 2 weeks, and I still don't have an answer. And like on top of school and all this is just like really stressing me out. But like the communication with this HR department has been. I have not had any luck with any HR departments ever. Even with like internships, they're always ridiculous.
Well, honestly, Gabe, they're probably doing open enrollment right now, so they're probably fucking super busy.
Right. So I finally, literally like 4 fucking calls I went to voicemail and probably 3 or 4 emails later, I finally got them to say that they're hoping to give me an answer by tomorrow.
Okay.
But like,
good.
I mean, it's just so frustrating because one of my friends is interviewing with them tomorrow, and it's just like I looked up, like it's pretty standard for it to be like 3 days for them to respond, but it's just like 2 weeks, and I'm just like constantly checking my email. Like I stress a lot about like anything.
Yeah.
So like this is stressing me out because I keep like thinking that they're gonna take it away in some form or fashion, but it just
if it makes you feel any better, generally it's like the interviews are set up by like the departments or like the supervisors or whatever, and then the offers once like the interview gets done, and they're like, yeah, we want to give this guy an offer, then that goes to HR. So like, just because they're having more interviews doesn't mean that your offer is like not going through or something.
Right. I mean,
it's in a completely different department.
Yeah. The way that they worded this last email definitely has me like a little less stressed, because they were like, it ends with, you'll have a few days to review and give us your final decision, is what the last sentence is. But it's just like, if I have to go another weekend, like a third weekend stressing about it, it just...
Yeah.
Oh, with that on top of school too, like school's been kicking my fucking ass, and you guys have been there, but I'm getting senioritis so fucking bad. I've been an awful student these last couple weeks. It's just like, I'm done. I'm just like clocking out.
You mean the last 2 semesters of my college career? Just clocking the fuck out.
It's all fucking bullshit. It's all writing. Like, I'm in a technical major, and I'm doing I have 5 writing assignments right now, and it just...
All right, granted, I do a lot of writing in my job.
Do you?
I do a lot. I write at least... It's not uncommon for me to write, like, a few pages in a day.
Okay.
Like, of
See,
different
what are you writing?
reports. Just, like, reports, like comments on other people's reports, peer reviewing them, stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Nothing-
it's common
nothing
in the
super intense.
IT world to like write documentation on like how you do things, or like when you learn something new to teach the next person.
Mm-hmm.
But this is all like humanities senior level classes type of a deal. And
Right.
just
Just bullshit
it's
writing.
super boring stuff. We've been spending this whole class is like how to write and learning and how people learned how to write. Like that's the whole class, and it's just like, how many fucking layers deep do we need to go here? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just stressful. So I just wanted to talk about how stressful my life is.
You just
right
got
now.
to push through, and I think you'll be totally fine with the job offer. It sucks that it's taking so long, but I don't think they're gonna.
I'm hoping
I
by
get
next
it.
week I'll be in a completely different place mentally, because I'll have a
Mhm.
decent amount of papers out of the way, and hopefully by next Thursday they'll have an answer for me. But it just
I'd be hard pressed to believe that they would take an offer back, especially like after one counter offer.
And it's not like I was asking for a significant amount more. I just thought the
like,
average for that area was higher than what I was offered.
And the more I think about it, it makes total sense. They probably just put it on the back burner because of open enrollment. Because every company's doing that shit right now.
Wait, what is open enrollment?
It's when people who don't have health insurance can like sign up for health insurance.
Or if you want to change your health insurance, you can only do it like at the end of the year.
That makes sense.
Like
yeah, because that's happening with ours, with my place too. Except it's like I have until like December to make my election.
It's usually November to December, but it always like starts in November. So like I'm sure HR was like trying to get all that set up, and they probably have a bunch of meetings and so that
figuring out plans.
Well, and on top of that, the part that, like I said, was worrying me is like the week I was there, they said there was like 20 plus people there a week. So it's like I know they're hiring more than one person for my position, like they're gonna fill it more than one person, but it's still like that back part of my mind always, like I'll get something in writing that'll like calm me down, but then my brain's like, wait a sec, what if they meant it like this? And then I just stress about that, and that devolves into some weird permutation of like, I don't know, hot garbage. I gotta learn how to stress less. I'd have way less gray hair, man.
Work out more.
Speaking of gray hair, well, it's kind of gray hair. I just like trimmed my beard, except my beard was like,
that's not where I thought that was going.
At least like an inch, maybe. Yeah, it's probably like an inch long or so. It's like decently long. And I walk into the bathroom one day at work, and I see this long white beard hair, just a singular one. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like at first I thought it was like a string or something from my shirt, but no, I pluck it out and it is like dead white. Like
okay, boomer.
It's the start.
Okay, boomer. But that marks 5 different hair colors in my beard, because I now have white, black, brown, blonde, and ginger.
Wow,
your beard
you
is
got the whole gambit.
Yeah,
you should get that salt and pepper look when you get older.
Hey, it's a good look.
Maybe, dude.
I'd say you're matching me with my gray streak.
Touch of gray. Ooh.
You know, Jacob, that means you're the only one here without gray hair.
No, I'm just losing my hair, which is so much better.
I would take, no offense, but I would take graying hair over balding like any day of the week.
100%.
I've had so many people, like even like the last 2 weeks, I've had 2 people come up to me I've never met in my life and like, how'd you do your hair like that? And it just, I don't know.
Stress.
Like I was like, one of the ladies was a professor, and I said, just stress out over classes for 4 years.
You should have been like, stop masturbating.
This is me 4 days in No Nut November.
Dude, my coworker today mentioned No Shave November today, and I'm like, fuck, I totally forgot to do No Shave. And it's too late now.
Yeah, I mean, you could just go into a week in December, but there's no point.
I think there's 2 guys in my office doing No Shave November, except they're only doing their mustaches. Because there's 2 guys who only have mustaches. One guy has a mustache and a soul patch. But I'm like, I thought it was, because one was like growing out a goatee for like Halloween. I think he had a goatee for a little bit, and then he trimmed it out. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, there's got to be a purpose, because like
awesome.
No one just does this. And like they're keeping like the sides and everything clean,
yeah.
so it's fucking hysterical.
I still can't fucking grow facial hair, man.
You and me both, my guy.
Just do the big sideburns like Joseph does.
I can't even do that. I can get a pedo stash pretty good, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's something that maybe you should just keep to yourself.
At least sideburns are respectable.
That's why I shaved the pedo
I don't know about
stash.
that, Joseph. I don't know if sideburns are really respectable or not.
Especially when my sister asked me to shave them before her wedding. That made me feel good.
Let's into our second quick topic.
Joseph, you were just like pulling the knife out of your back from that one.
She texted me and she's like, can I ask you a favor? She's like, can I ask you a favor? And I was like, yeah, sure, like, whatever. And she's like, before the wedding, in 2 days or whatever, in a week, can you shave your sideburns, please? And I was like, yeah, I was going to. They look really bad. She's like, thanks. It would make the pictures look a lot better. I was like, that's understandable. I just wanted to make you stress out a little bit. Just add a
Not like she's already stressing
Yeah.
enough for her fucking
Yeah.
God
wedding.
forbid
Just-
she's trying to plan a wedding.
just throw in a little bit there that's like a little bit of stress, but really not going to affect anything. But just, it's going to bother her,
A little more chaos.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just gonna say chaos.
Gotta throw that chaos in there.
So let's do our second quick topic. I just want to talk about YouTube a little bit because I've been watching a lot of YouTube recently and just want to. Let's all just talk about like our favorite YouTube channels. And this kind of sprouted because I've been watching a lot of Hot Ones recently. So I fucking love Hot Ones.
Borderline too much.
Borderline too much. There's a fucking lot of episodes.
And when I say
Um,
borderline, I mean the other side of the border. Like, he's crossed it, but like still kind of near it.
And that, like, if those who don't know, Hot Ones is a show on the channel First We Feast where a celebrity, usually it's like a rapper or an actor, actress, gets interviewed while eating very increasingly hot wings.
They're the show with hot wings and even hotter questions.
It's the opposite of that, but
Fuck.
yeah, that's right. It's a show with hot questions and even hotter wings. But the reason I love it is twofold. One, I feel like the hot wings act like a truth serum. So you get a lot more real and honest answers from people. And second is that the hosts ask very well-researched, detailed questions, so they can't just give like a stock answer they've given a million times. Like, they actually have to think about it and give an answer. Now if it's about like their childhood or their early career and stuff like that. Also, I guess the third thing is like it's a longer format show, so they can go longer, and it's not like packaged to sell a movie on a talk show. So I just like all those things, and the people they bring on are really interesting and have really good stories. So I've just been watching that just like nonstop because there's a lot of people on there that I really like. So yeah, I've been digging it.
That's fair.
Okay.
I
What are some
remember
of
when
your
I
guys'
got into
favorite
Hot
channels?
Ones about a year ago. I remember I binged all of them too. It's
Yeah.
a good show.
They're addicting to. Like, I don't even like hot sauce that much, but I just love the interviews. Like, they're just so fascinating.
I mean, I
They're
started watching
really-
it after the Gordon Ramsay one, just because there's so many memes of it on Reddit. It's like I gotta watch this.
Yeah, no, it's a quality YouTube channel. Well, it's not even a channel. It's just like a show within another channel.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's just a side thing they do.
And now the Paul Rudd meme or GIF is everywhere.
Oh.
It's amazing. It's like the best GIF
So
ever
good.
created.
Who would have thought we'd been here? or
Yeah, I was
whatever it
gonna say,
is?
is that
Not
him?
me.
He's like, not me.
Not me.
Yeah. Been
But
quite
that's
bit of
that's a
memes
funny
from
one.
this.
That's a funny one. At least for me, for YouTube, I tend to watch a lot of like informational ones. It's like I watch this one called Engineering Explained, which it's mainly about cars and like engines and stuff like that. I think
That
I
was
started
really cool. You've shown me I've seen a couple videos. Like you've
Yeah.
just played them like when we were at the house and stuff. And
Yeah,
those
I
are
mean,
really interesting.
He does a really good job of like making it not super like high level or not super complex, so like people who are at like a lower level can understand it still, which is really useful because I mean like I'm not a mechanical engineer, so like I don't know what the fucking difference between a turbocharger and a supercharger is, but I still think it sounds cool, like and then I like watching Smarter Every Day, which is like another informational one, and he generally goes into like a lot of detail on like one subject and makes like a 10 to 15 minute video on it.
Does he upload every day?
No, that's a meme on his channel. Like everyone comments like, should be smarter every month. Ha 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 ha.
I was gonna say, it seems like it'd take way too long to like research those videos.
Yeah, no, it's not an everyday thing. And then like Veritasium, another informational one
I've
or
heard that one's
educational
good.
one.
I've never watched any of their stuff, but I heard it's a really good show.
I really
Yeah,
like
dude.
his videos.
He's-
I didn't at
he's really
first
good.
because he's kind of cringy, but it's really
He's
interesting.
not that bad.
I don't
It's
think.
nice he covers a very wide range of topics.
Yeah. And then I think I watch some more like just entertainment ones. Like I watch like the H3 podcast highlights and Seth's Bike Hacks, which is a mountain biking
Mhm.
YouTuber that like builds mountain
Yeah,
bike
he just
and
like
shit in
just
his
bought a
backyard.
house with a shit ton of land too. So
Yeah.
there's a bunch of good
Mhm.
videos off that.
Yep.
What about MKBHD?
Oh yeah, I watch him too.
Pretty
Yeah.
solid.
He's pretty cool.
I don't watch all of his videos 'cause I'm not enough into tech where I would care about everything he
Yeah.
reviews. But if it's like the Pixel 4, like I'd want to see that. 'Cause I'm
Yeah, I
curious.
watch those. When I start to like look for a new phone, my YouTube watching goes way up for those type of things.
He actually just released a really cool video today, comparing the iPhone 11 to the iPhone 1, and like going back to the he like had an original iPhone.
I saw that
It
and I
was
was
pretty
like,
cool.
that seems like kind of a dumb video idea because this is like, of course the 11's gonna like
Well,
blow everything
yeah,
away.
but it's cool to see how far it's come.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
true. We're like,
And also like how basic the iPhone 1 was. Like,
Yeah, like-
the camera didn't have a flash. It was just like a single focal length camera.
like there's no zoom, there's no focus on it. There's obviously no selfie camera. Like
yeah,
the headphone jack was really weird where it's like recessed, so if you didn't have the right headphones, you couldn't
oh,
plug
it couldn't
in.
work.
And like just it's super interesting. And like I remember when I was younger, like I had an iPod Touch, so like the interface and like the GUI is like exactly the same from what I remember, and so that was just cool to watch.
It was
Like
a huge nostalgia trip.
yeah, that was a really cool video.
Was that part of his retro tech
No,
tech
that one was
series?
separate.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't come out until December, early December. He starts.
Oh, does it?
releasing
Because I know that he did one on the Game Boy, the original
Yeah.
Game
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, that
But
was
maybe
like
that's just a
trial.
preview or something.
Yeah, no, they did one as like a trial, like
Okay.
a pilot.
Oh, to
Okay.
see if it got attention.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
and
that
so
one yet either, actually.
It
It's
was
pretty
really
cool.
cool. But yeah, those are coming out in December,
Hmm.
I think.
Go,
Yeah.
Big, what are you watching these days?
I mean, it's hard for me to pin one down just because, like, I use YouTube for a whole gamut of things, whether that be, like, information and entertainment and, I don't know, even just, like, researching if I want to, like, buy something. Like,
So
being
you
able to
don't
see
you
a
don't
video.
really you don't follow channels per se. You follow like topics.
yeah, it definitely changes. I mean, the big ones that I always come back to are, like, definitely, like, the entertainment ones, like Video Game Junkie. I always watch his videos. Gus Johnson, I always watch his videos. If I, like, sometimes I'll watch a lot of Linus Tech Tip videos because I like to keep up to date on, like, the technology and stuff. Just because I use that a lot at work, and it's helpful to know, like, what the newest specs and stuff are. But I definitely use it more for, like, ideas. So, like, when I started getting into cameras, I watched stupid amount of videos and, like, cameras and stuff like that. And now it's been, like, guitars because I'm trying to fucking learn guitar. Keyword trying.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting you say that because I definitely view YouTube channels how I view musical artists. Where like if I find an artist I like and I just watch all their shit, like no matter what the topic is, I'm much more like committed to the person as opposed to the topic.
Yeah.
Because like obviously like I'm a huge Kinda Funny fan. I watch all their shit no matter what it is. Then yeah, we're saying like Gus Johnson, like literally I'll watch anything he does because I think he's amazing and hilarious. And me and Joseph are going to see him live in a couple weeks.
Oh, I saw he was going to Minnesota. I was wondering if you guys are going to
No, he's not going
It's
to
in
Joseph-
Wisconsin.
Joseph,
Wisconsin.
if you don't get your stomach signed by him, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
I'm gonna get my ass signed by him. Are you kidding me?
Okay, Joseph, this is what you need to do. Okay, you get it signed, and then
I want
the
him
next-
to sign across my chest between my nipples, so it makes
Okay.
like a line.
That's a pretty good idea. I think that this can be built upon by what I'm about to say, though.
Okay.
You
let's hear
don't
it.
take a shower. The next day, you go to a tattoo artist and you say, "Tattoo this Sharpie signature as you see it." Bada bing, bada boom, baby.
The problem is we're going to see him Monday night, and I have to work on Tuesday.
I say you just let it ride all to the weekend and then get a tattoo
Let
on the
that
weekend.
puppy marinate.
Mm-hmm.
Or just put like some
Or take a
Ceramic.
photo.
plastic tape
Ceramic.
across so
No,
like
he's-
it can't get wet.
Because the tattoo artist is gonna like sketch it, like stencil it
Mhm.
from the Sharpie, so it's authentic.
All right. If you want to piss off all your coworkers because you smell like dog shit, more power to you.
I'll just load up on deodorant.
Yeah, the other channel I want to give a shout out, and also I'm realizing, I watch pretty much everything like entertainment wise. Like I don't follow any channels for information. I'm always trying to distract myself with bullshit. But huge shout to Nakey Jakey. I fucking love Nakey Jakey. I think he's one of like the best, most hilarious like content creators. He doesn't release videos very often. It's like once a month maybe, maybe like a month and a half. But he's just fucking hilarious, and his edits are like what makes it. And he also makes music that I really like. So
I just started watching him because I think you sent one in one of our group chats, and he's such a perfect YouTuber for our generation because almost all of it's nostalgia trips to when we were kids, and I think that's what makes him so effective and so captivating for me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I totally remember this being a thing, and
he's so passionate about it too. Like whatever he's talking about is like he's talking about how all the stuff he loves about it and like all the like cool intricacies and stuff like that, and like it's really cool, I think.
Because he's just slightly older than us. He's like 24, 25. So.
Yeah, I think he's 24, 25.
Yeah, if you don't know
What
who
a
he is and
boomer.
you're our age, go watch his video on Disney Channel original movies and his video on Scholastic Book Fairs.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that
god,
doesn't give
the
you a nostalgic
Scholastic
trip.
The
Book
Book Fairs
fuck
one
me
was
up.
definitely good. iDubbbz fucking commented on that video.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I love in that video. He's like, "There's so much spy shit. There's so much like spy
Yes.
goggles."
Why is there
Yes.
so much
Dude, I remember my brother came back. My parents gave him like $25 for books, and he came back with the fucking video game set and a fucking spy set. And my
Yep.
parents were like, "What the fuck? You're supposed to buy books with it." And it was the fucking. It was it was in plug and play land, so it was a fucking
yeah.
plug and play game set with like a shitty controller and 100 games.
God, I want to watch the video again now because like he talks about all that shit. It's just so fucking funny.
The whether you're high on the smellable or markers or
Yes. The highlighters, dude. I had this one that was it was a triple one. It was green apple,
Oh, yeah.
purple, and peanut butter. And the peanut butter
Yeah.
one smelled
Oh.
great, dude. It didn't smell like peanut butter, but I loved huffing
I
it.
just remember the damn fingers. You know that pencil fingers?
Yeah.
Those were in the Scholastic Book Fairs.
Oh yeah, they were
The-
huge in mine.
and like the
I remember-
bendable pencils
yeah,
and
the
the
bendy pencils.
erasers
Yeah.
that the
the book of
erasers that were
cheat
like
codes.
a foot long and you'd whip your friends with them.
Yes.
I definitely remember taking out a notebook and writing down some cheat codes for some games I had, and one of the
Oh yeah.
because that was before like I had well, the internet existed obviously, but it wasn't something that like my parents let me on all the time. So,
Yeah, you
like,
couldn't
right now-
access, and you definitely didn't have a phone or anything to take pictures
Oh
of the
no,
pages.
not
So
at
you had
all.
to,
It wasn't
you
even an idea.
yeah, bring a notebook and write all the shit down.
God, we're gonna get OK Zoomered in 40 years, and it's like you didn't have a phone when you were a kid, fucking idiot.
Yeah, go watch Nakey Jakey, and then I guess the other one, like you're saying, Gabe, like I watch Donkey's videos and like Casually Explained has been putting out more
Oh
recently,
yeah,
so
he's good.
those are always
His
so
videos
fun.
have slowly become more informational while still
Yes.
being humorous, and it's the weirdest shit.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
called Casually Explained, like he's explaining something.
Right, but before it was almost always focused on the comedy. But like the one where he was
Yeah.
talking about like talking to people or like socializing with people was like actual advice with jokes like sprinkled in.
The one he had just released about cyclists was pretty funny.
I haven't seen
It's
that
so
one yet.
good. Oh, Dayton, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
all I thought of was like the difference between backpackers and ultralighters. And that's what it was, but with bikes.
Seriously though.
It was so good.
Joseph, do you have any other ones you want to shout out?
Yeah, there's a really good one called You Suck at Cooking, and this guy like will just makes food, and it's like it's like actual recipes, but I don't know, he makes it really funny, and there's always a song at the end and a video of like his dog, and
Who's the
It's-
guy
it's
who
re-
throws eggs? Who's
Uh,
that?
Fucking How to Basic.
Yeah.
yeah, how to
Fucking
basic.
hate it.
That's some garbage content.
I hate them so much.
Oh, there's another good one called How to Drink, and originally he just like made like classic
Oh, yeah.
cocktails, but now he's doing more like pop culture drinks.
Wait.
So it's really interesting.
Joseph, what about the dudes who like tase each other in the butt?
I know I forget what they're called. Were there 2 or 3 of them? I don't remember.
It's 2
These
of them.
guys, they're like in Texas or something. And I swear they're just these macho guys, but they're closeted gay because they're the shit they do. I swear.
It is fucked.
Wait, are they just like a challenge channel, or is like?
No. No, they're
Well,
not a
kind
challenge
of.
channel. They're just like, oh, let's do this stupid shit and harm ourselves for fun.
Yeah.
And they only get like 10,000 views. Like it's
If that.
Fuck.
How did
There's
you guys
one-
find him?
One of my friends from high school sent me a video. The first one I saw, they'd put a metal spoon in their mouth and then tase it.
Oh my
then it would
God.
go through their mouth. One guy chipped a tooth, and the other guy couldn't do it because he kept gagging on the spoon. He like put the spoon too far down his throat. It was, like,
I don't know. Do you
choking
really
on
think he's gay then if he's gagging on a spoon?
Well, he kept doing it though. It's like pull the spoon out a little bit.
Who's that? There's a YouTuber who like purposely gets bit by some of the most painful like insects and animals in the world. Isn't that a YouTube channel?
I don't know.
Probably. I
It-
mean,
it
everything's
was-
a YouTube
it's just
channel.
like a guy who like he'll get stung or bit by like the most painful anything. So like he did like wasps and shit like
Probably
that.
like bullet ants.
Yeah, and it just obviously
Dude,
it's just him
I
in
hate those
agonizing
kind
pain.
of. I hate those channels. Like, let's challenge bullshit. Watch
But
me
it-
do this crazy things. Like, fuck off. Just like, can you
There's-
not think of like good content to make yourself? As
I'm gonna
opposed to
chug a
harming
bottle
yourself?
of tequila in 30 seconds, and they start.
Oh, dude,
puking
that's
it
shoe
out.
nice. That's shoe nice.
Yeah.
He does like he
But
did
there-
one with like Jack Daniels, didn't he?
Dude, he's done like, I'm gonna walk into this public library and drink a handle of vodka in under a minute 30. And this mad dude, he fucking does it. He
Nice.
does it.
I just hate that shit, especially if it's like public stuff where they're bothering other people.
Oh, prank
really
video or
grinds
prank
my
channels
gears.
can
Yeah.
fucking die in a hole.
I love Gus Jones.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
those.
respect
Like-
people from a distance.
Yeah, like that's so fucking funny. But like I was watching a commentary videos, one of Eddie Burback's videos, where like these like siblings like doing yoga in Target. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like they're doing like yoga like on the escalator. It's like you're just pissing, like you're just bothering other people, and like
Yeah.
you can just fuck off. Like
Yeah.
it's so annoying.
We live in a society.
Yeah, we do.
There's
I
that
was
other-
just reminded
Oh,
of
okay.
another video that these guys did. They drove like a quad or like an ATV around like on the street, and one of the
Oh,
guys
yes,
was
I remember
in like
watching this
a
one.
thong and skis and like snow skis, just like on the road going down the street, and he's like got an American flag and like just in the middle of the road, and I think he falls and he
fell
gets
multiple
road
times.
rash on his ass because he's just got his bare cheeks hanging out. Like these guys are insane, and like their channel is completely underwatched, and I wish I knew what it was called.
I don't know if
But
it's underwatched. I think it's appropriately watched.
No, dude, it's so dumb. one of them, they're like, one guy's like playing some like, okay, have you guys ever been to Cracker Barrel?
Yeah,
You know
unfortunately.
the little golf tee like game that they have with the
Yeah.
triangle.
Mhm.
This guy's like, I know how to do it in the fewest amount of moves, and he's doing it, and the other guy fucking maces him in the face, but he's so committed he finishes the game.
Oh my god.
Like it's just so stupid.
Okay, now that is epic.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty damn.
Some
epic, I tell
quality
you what.
content.
They're they're pretty solid. I wish I knew. What they
Some
were
people shouldn't be given cameras, you know?
called. But it's like for as or as little watch as their channel is, they still put out this content. Like they don't have the viewers for it to be. They're not making money off of it. I'll tell you that. They do it because they believe in it. All right.
Yeah, it's blind faith.
Uh-huh.
that's a yikes for me.
It's so.
But you know,
good.
do you know what is quality content, Joseph?
You're gonna say Engineers Without Filters and close us
This
out.
podcast.
I knew
That's
it.
Yep.
false.
Fucking surprise.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Engineers Without Filters podcast. You can catch us next Monday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern-ish on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. Not SoundCloud. And you can follow
Fuck
us on
SoundCloud.
Twitter and Instagram at EWF Podcast for some goofy ass pictures. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.